got her fired before she could get promoted. I'd give this as even a good enough story for this community, but I want to share it. Me and this person, we'll call her Karen, started working at this fast food place around same time. I was like 18 at the time, she was like 16. I started working there because my friend worked there and he became the GM before getting fired for reasons he doesn't even know, but we did goof off a lot, so it's not a total shock. Anyways, that led to one of the new guys who had just turned 21 to become GM, which wasn't too bad. Fast forward to around now. I 19 meters started dating this girl Gina 17F who also worked there, and the GM as well as some others thought the age gap was weird. And I think BC of this, they refused to promote me like they said they would, and because I was friends with the old GM, I wasn't too upset. I mean, it's fast food, but I wanted more money, and on top of that they decided to promote Karen to a person in charge, a manager that runs shifts but not like the big boss like AM or GM. I thought that made no sense because she's very immature, talks about getting high all the time like she's cool for doing it. Like, yeah, I smoke too, but I don't have any reason to talk about it, especially at work. Vape in the back where the cameras couldn't see. And most importantly, she would talk about her sex life at 17 or younger, which is wildly inappropriate. I'm pretty sure she was only promoted because she had recently turned 18, and they needed more pics. On top of that, her and the GM, now like 23, started getting really close, and not like romantically, but to the point where they would go to restaurants together at like 4 AM alone while he had a GF. This was after he was talking about me and my GF's age gap being weird, but whatever. So admittedly I was frustrated with that decision, but still didn't really care all too much. One of Gina's friends started working there, Heather, and eventually got promoted over me too because she became such good friends with Karen. Me and Gina talked about how it made no sense because she was new and I was clearly more qualified. Gina then tells Heather that she's happy for her promotion, but it seems like she only got it because she's friends with Karen. Heather then tells Karen, who then starts talking shit on me and my GF, but mainly my GF, saying she needs to grow up, which had us both mad cause this was coming from the weed smoking, sex life sharing, pick-me girl who messes around on her shifts and plays cards and Among Us in the midst of a shift. But even then, I still didn't care too much, just thought I'd put it behind me and be the bigger person. Eventually they needed another AM because the higher-ups needed more people to take care of the store and stuff. So they tried to promote Karen, but she's so bad at her job that she failed, so instead of saying promote someone else, the GM said they were just gonna retrain her, which is just stupid. I was really thinking of quitting because I did not want her as my boss, and the fact that the GM was so biased towards getting his little Discord kitten promoted was pissing me off because it's ridiculous. One day me and my GF jokingly said we should take a video of her vaping and send it to the regional manager. This is the person above the GM who is corporate, so they are very about the rules. Vaping in the store at all is a fireable offense, but people have gotten in trouble for it before and only got a slap in the wrist. Jokes turned into reality as the next we did was get video of her vaping in the back in 4K. The plan was that she would just get demoted or just not become AM, as corporate wouldn't like that, and they already didn't like her because of her being so bad at her job. I'm not normally a snitch and I do not care about vaping in the store at all, but I disliked her so much and wanted her demoted so bad that I sent the video to the regional manager with a whole paragraph of BS saying it's unfair and all that. The regional manager responded saying she'd handle it and hearted the message, which I thought was funny, showing how she wanted something to get her out. A couple days later she was fired and I had unnecessary amounts euphoria. She suspected we had something to do with it, but she doesn't know for sure. Now she works at Walmart and she looks miserable as she's not just doing nothing and getting paid $20 an hour anymore. And I love it. TLDR, shitty coworker kept getting promoted and praised even though she was bad at her job. BC, the GM, was a simp and talked shit on me, so I took a video of her vaping and sent it to corporate, and then she got fired.